We have next is small tools number SCA P1602. It's a Hydrabrasive surface grinder. Hydrabrasive model number is 1224. Dimensions on the magnetic chuck are 12 by 24 inch. It's 5 horsepower motor. It's currently wired at 220, but it also can be wired at 440. One of the first steps you do when you start this unit up is you want to start the mag. Now the mag has two switches. First is the D-mag, and it powers up the unit. You can see that it flashed once. That means it's ready to mount your part on. I'm just going to use a test piece here. Then you're going to hit your second switch. You're going to see the red light comes on. Once the red light comes on, your part's fully magnetized and will not move. Now the opposite goes for when you're removing your part. Kill your right switch first, and she'll demag, she'll pulse off until you can remove your part safely. You can see there's still a little bit of magnetism left. There she comes. Now she's demagged and she's free of grindings or metal chips. Will not stick to this part. So we'll go through that one more time. Flip the first switch on. You'll see the red light flip once. Mag's getting ready. Put your part on. Second switch. The red light will come on. That means it's fully magnetized and ready to run. Next is your power switch. You're going to hit the power on. Start the wheel, which also starts the hydraulic system on this unit. Now this unit's already been warmed up, but sometimes when you first power it up and push this start lever, you may have to give it a bump sometimes. But once she warms up, she won't need that bump. This is going to engage the table feed for the X-axis. Several other levers. This lever here increases your speed left and right of the X-axis. You can see I'm turning it clockwise, it's going faster. Turning it counterclockwise, it's slowing down. You can get this table to creak really nice and slow. And of course, these are your adjustable dogs. These will suck and throw, so she'll go a little further each time. Up. Slow it back down, shorten the throw. She adjusts really nice and clean. Okay, now for your Y-axis. It's this lever to power feed it. Whichever direction the lever is, that's which way the table will feed. We're going to go toward the back of the machine, so we're going to feed in first. I'm going to push it in. As you can see, the table's feeding in. If you want to increase the amount of in-feed as she's going left and right, open this dial counterclockwise. You can see her feeding deeper. Slow her down for a smaller feed. Turn this knob in. A little bit more. Now she's roughly doing about half that amount of in feed. What we're going to do is put her in the neutral position. We're going to stop the hydraulic feed. And I'm going to show you the manual operation. Everything's in neutral now, so we can use the manual functions. Of course, push in on this wheel. This will give us our Y-axis, our in and out. While the machine's still turning, and while the spindle's on, you can use the manual feed also. Same thing with your right and left feed. Engage the worm. Go right and left with this hand wheel. just disengage both wheels when I'm using the power, because the wheels will turn, these knobs will move if the power feeds on. So to disengage both of them, just pull them out. Start the unit back up again, right and left on the table feed. As you can see, that time she didn't need a push. She's warmed up and there's fluid through the system. And we're going to increase the speed. Y-axis, so she's going to feed out this time. Another very important feature is your down feed. It's all manual down. It's done with this lever here. Right now she's up, pretty far up in the air, so we're going to bring her down. Of access, the handle turns very good. Up and down is about the same pressure, which is really nice. When you want to come up off your part fast, or you want to touch down. Some other features of the lube system. It's filled from this cap here, this way lube, and then it's pumped. Pull the lever up. Pressurize your ways. Pushes fluid into your ways to lube them. Let's start to put the feed lever in neutral for the Y-X axis. Engage this. Stop the table. Engage the manual. Down with the E-stop. We're going to take our part off. Again, we want to demag first. So the lever on the right goes off. You can see the red light is off. Right now the magnet's demagnetizing the part and shutting down. It's pulsing to take all the magnetic pressure off of the part. She's still a little sticky, and there she comes off with ease. Now I'm going to talk about the coolant tank. It's a good sized coolant tank, and it's on wheels, so you can move it to fill it. You can see there's a hose behind the unit that the coolant's going to drain from the top of the wheel onto your part, down into the table, feed through both X and the Y axes, and come out here in this drain pan, which in turn goes down to the sump, separates the grindings from the clean water so that your pump doesn't get all mucked up, but it's in excellent condition. Tank also has this wheel here. It's a 110 unit that gets the oil off the top of the grindings. What it'll do is your coolant will have oil on some of your parts and get on your parts and wash down off your parts into the coolant tank. You want to take that oil out of the coolant. So by turning this wheel, when it's powered up, it will spin, and it takes just about a good inch of the top of water and the oil off the water. It separates the water from the coolant, the oil from the coolant.